Hey everybody, welcome. It's Tony Avitia with Arvitia RV Rentals. Just want to do a quick, we're going to rent out the Mini Winnie here for the first time. Just kind of wanted to go over some tips on how to rent out your motorhome. Because I'm a pro, I've been doing about 6 months now, but I just want to give anybody advice because I couldn't find a lot of advice when I started doing it. And I by no means have this thing figured out at all, but there's a couple little tricks we learned, along the way so far. So one of the tricks we learned is everybody thinks they're renting from the Marriott. So you really got to make sure you have all the stuff you need, for a successful rental, just like you would like when you would use it yourself. Because a lot of people, when they rent from like Cruise America or Sahara or some of the other bigger companies, when they give it to you, they have nothing inside. And one of my staff actually rented one. I told her, we're adding on RV rentals. We do vacation rentals now with people's timeshares that they're not using it. And we just expanded into RVs because it's such a great market and there's so few people doing it and there's such a huge demand for it. Plus it's just awesome. I mean, you get to go to RV parks, you get to, go RVing with your family, you get to have one that pays for itself. And it's a fairly easy process, especially with all the websites out there like RV Share and Outdoorsy and, well, it used to be Camp Panda, but they just sent a notice last week that they're like not doing business in the United States and they had to cancel one of our bookings. But I digress, so that wasn't fun. So I would stick with rvshare.com if you're gonna rent it out, or you can put up your own little website. You can go to a place called oneionis1.com. I think they changed it. It was oneandone.com, but now it's oneionis.com. And you can buy a domain name. You can get a nice little website that's like maybe 10, 15, 20 bucks a month and set up your own little website if you want to. And then, but I would stick with putting it on the major sites initially. And then when you're doing it, you want to make sure you have everything in it. So in here, we tried to put some camp chairs. We put obviously the black tank hose. We got 4 lawn chairs. We got one of those mats that goes in front of the RV that looks nice, so when they're in and out, it absorbs some of the mud and just gives it overall nice feel. And you want to have, we put most everything you need in it. We put a coffee maker, we put salt and pepper, obviously, utensils, blender, toaster, most everything you can want. 2 or 3 pans, non-stick. Remote control, extra batteries, like a little repair kit, obviously blankets, because a lot of those bigger companies, they don't even give you the blankets, or they charge extra for it, which you can do in your rentals. But from my experience, most everybody assumes when they rent something like this at the amount they do, they pretty much expect to have a pillow or two. But I know I would if I spent $1,000 or $2,000 for a week in one of these. I would expect, I thought they'd at least put a blankie in there or something, but some of these places don't and some of the people don't. But if you're gonna rent out yours, I highly, highly recommend that you do. I recommend you have extra blanket, have one pillow at least for everybody. I put 4 on the master just because, that's how I would like it when I go to a hotel or when I stay at hotels. And then I'd put, a blanket, and then of course you need bedding for the extra beds, the table bed and the bed above, and you need all that good stuff, which you can put in the overhead cabinets, because obviously you can't have it